May profits be upon you. Welcome to another weekly Forex forecast. We're looking at the Euro USD. Now, let me say from the onset, all right, from the jump that I am bearish. I'm leaning bearish on this market, and I'll tell you the reasons why. One, because if you already saw the video I had just put out already, which is, come on, man, which is the US dollar, whether it's poised to move higher or not, you'll know that I am bullish. I'm leaning bullish on the US dollar. If the US dollar is bullish, that means the euro will probably underperform versus its US counterpart. It'll be bearish. All right. But I'm leaning that way. Why? Because one, the last break of market structure, I'm looking at the monthly time frame. The last break of market structure was bearish. Since 2022, we moved up. All right. And then we moved back down, making a higher low. All right. We made a lower low, lower high. This is a higher low. It's confirmed when it breaks that high. So the last break of market structure is an internal bullish break of market structure, right? But the actual swing structure was a bearish break. So until we break this high, we are still bearish. Even though we made higher high, higher low, higher high, we are in this ascending channel. But we have to ask ourselves, why is it ascending? Why is it? Why are we talking about the market is bearish? But we're obviously moving bullish. The macro view is until you break that last high and you've had a bearish break of market structure, those lows were taken out. We're still bearish until this high is broken. All right, you need a counter market structure break, and I'm talking about swing structure. These highs and lows are internal to this high and this low. All right, it's inside, and that just means we are in a pullback, folks. And that's how a downtrend works. Lower low, we pull back for a lower high, then we break market structure to the downside to continue the bearish structure. Lower low, lower high, lower low, pull back, lower high for the next lower low. Until this is broken, then we can say, oh, we have a change in the state of delivery. We have a market structure shift, if you will, and we are now shifting from a bearish movement to a bullish movement. All right, right now we are still in a pullback. All right, we have not broken this high yet, and we are at the top of this ascending channel, just the opposite of the US dollar index. And I'm looking for this to be a potential area that the market would pull back to the means, which is this, the 50% of this, the middle of this ascending channel. You understand? See how much interaction it has here, finding support there, breaking through, then busting through the top. I figure that we are going to pull back to it and dance on it again before we continue down to the other side. We only had 2 touches, or we look for 3. You understand? We look for 3. So that's one of the reasons why in the macro view, the larger picture, that I'm looking for a bearish move to the downside. All right. We pushed up here and we've had nothing but sideways movement, consolidation. We've had a sweep of the high and then a movement down. Now, this month so far, we are inside of the range of the previous month, which is March. So April, we're inside. All right, and we have a wick on both ends. All right, so and it's a bullish candle so far. Are we going to take out this top, or are we going to continue up higher? We could. There's plenty of um, it's still a lot of a high probability. There's still a good probability that we can move up higher. But look, let's look on the weekly. How did last week close? Bullish, strong bullish, right? Just as the U.S. dollar closed strong bearish, but into what? This is um, our POI, our place of interest. All right, we have an area, a place of interest here. That is a bearish fair value gap. We have a price void here, a gap, if you will, a volume imbalance. All right, that I include in this bearish um, fair value gap. The market is pushed up into it, and you see it pull back a little bit. We're right at the midpoint of it, testing this circled low here, where the market pushed down, pulled back up, and then came back and moved bearishly. I, I'm looking for you can look for the market to test these lows a lot of times, and that's exactly what happened here. All right, we already have the market opening down. That is a clear, that seems to be pretty clear to me that I just noticed that the market is opening now. It's been open for 10 minutes. Wow. So I'm looking for the market to kind of find its way around. We have a gap opening, a gap down. Yeah, I'm thinking that because of the Straits of Hormuz are now getting blocked by the U.S. for Iranian vessels coming in or out. There's a block there now because the Iranian government refuses to relinquish its control, excuse me, of the Straits of Hormuz. That's going to push oil prices up. That's going to bring the U.S. dollar up with it, and this is what we can expect: a gap opening, and it's probably going to see. We're probably going to see the market move up a little bit to give a wick and then push down. I'm looking for the wick of the weekly candle to give us a profile, to give us a hint as to what the rest of the week is going to hold. If we get a low, if we get the low or the high established Monday, Tuesday, then we know how to trade Wednesday through Friday. All right, for the next couple of days. So I'm looking for that wick. I'm looking for a wick to form. All right, right now we're opening up and we're going to see what develops. I'm looking for the wick to come up top and then the market to form the body of the candle towards the downside, possibly to test this high from the week prior, 2 weeks ago. You understand? We're going to see. We're going to see as the market is unfolding right now. All right. I'm going to probably not. I'm going to probably sit on the sidelines for Monday to see how the market unfolds. Okay. So here we are. The market has a bullish fair value gap here. All right. And we see that the market pushed up, did not push any higher, stayed within the range of the previous candle, which was Wednesday. And I should remark that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every week was a bullish move. Every week was a bullish candle close. All right. But every week, every day of the week did not close higher than the previous week. It did close. Let me put it this way: the candle didn't uh, trade higher. All right. Yes, it did close higher each day of the week, leaving these bullish closes. But do I expect the week to open uh, with a continuation of bullishness? No, especially the way it started to uh, struggle to go any higher. Even on Friday, it closed within the high of the previous candle, Thursday's candle. Thursday's candle closed within the high, the actual trading range of the previous candles to that. All right. So we had the expansion in the middle of the week. You can see how Monday opened with uh, uh, the wick forming down early and then pushing up higher and then closing here, closing within the range of the previous Friday. All right, but you can see that there was an indication that the market may continue up higher because it wicked. It showed the wick early. All right. And it just kept pushing up and expanding. I don't see that expansion happening now because we are in a place of interest, which is a bearish fair value gap. We've already touched the low over here, this old low before a hard move, an impulsive move to the downside. So I am looking for the market to turn over, and we have a gap opening here. I would like to see this gap kind of close. I want to see the gap closed, right? I want to see the gap close or move to close anyway in that direction, and then a wick forming, and then I want to see the market start to move on down. Yes, we have it's worthy of note that we have a bullish fair value gap here. All right, but I don't think this fair value gap is built to hold. All right, this is a daily fair value gap. I don't know if this one is the one that's going to hold. All right, we're this is about 50% of the range here. I would want to look for longs when it gets below this area, when it taps this area. I'm looking for longs at 50% of the impulsive range of the range of last week's candle. All right, and that would be right about. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Wow. I might say, oh, there it is. It took a while, didn't it? That's not what I want, though. There it is. All right. So 50%. The market gets down here at this 50% area. This will be the OTE levels. When we get down in this area, that's when I'll start looking to see if the market gives a bullish um, buy model. But until that happens, I'm gonna be concentrating on the drop down. I'm looking for the market to give me a a bearish setup, a sell model. All right, and I would be looking on the 4 hour. Would be looking on the 4 hour. All right, you can see this the opening gap here. If we get the market to move up to close this area and just tap that. Let me move this thing. There's too much garbage on the screen. Let me get this off, please. Thank you. All right. So what I want to see is you see how we're pushed up, pushed up, pushed up. That's three pushes high. Three pushes high. I'm looking for the market to do this. All right. We don't trade in smart money concepts. We don't trade on the low, when the market makes that low. We don't enter the trade there. No, that's not where we want to enter the trade. We wait for the pullback. And I'm waiting for this market to come towards closing this opening gap. A pullback, and then I can get in and ride this thing down. That's what I'm looking for. All right. Yeah, we're going into a fair value gap here on the higher time frame, the daily. And but if we get a pullback first before it comes in contact with this fair value gap, if we get the pullback first, I'm taking it down there. Yes, I am. And we'll see if this fair value gap is going to hold price and give a bullish buy model. All right. But right now, I think the US dollar is going to strengthen under the circumstances in the Middle East. So I'll be looking for shorts. And I would love to take that short from up here. That's what I'd like to do. Does this make sense? If it does, leave me a comment. If it doesn't, let me know. All right. I'm not looking for scalps. I'm looking to hold something. And I want to see if the market is going to penetrate and disrespect this bullish fair value gap on the daily. That's what I want to do. All right. There is a higher time frame bearish fair value gap here, and I don't think the daily is going to hold to it. We'll see. We'll see. I'm looking to target these ascending lows here as liquidity targets. So we'll see. Got to get past this area first. I will see you in the next video. The next video will be the pound USD, and I appreciate you guys watching. All right. Thank you. And may profits be upon you.